And welcome back to Late Night Love. Some nights the world feels like it's whispering at us from every direction. A cough that won't go away, a partner who won't listen, a teenager who won't budge, a coworker who absolutely will snitch, and sometimes the quiet things, the things we try to ignore, the things we tell ourselves aren't big enough to matter, start echoing through our relationships in ways we cannot unhear. Tonight on Late Night Love, we're talking about the slow burns, the subtle shifts, the emotional drafts that sneak under the door. From workplace weirdness to parenting dilemmas to the tender, tangled mess of intimacy, we're holding space for the moments that keep us up at night. So settle in, dim the lights, and let's breathe through this together. You know, I do so much content creation, and I did radio for the long time, that I'm not entirely sure I read this properly. I think I'm putting on my radio announcer voice when that's not the voice I actually need to be speaking with. I mean, not the projection part of it, but the tempo. I suspect I'm mistempoing these intros. Just from a self...
It's a work in progress, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, we're constantly trying to refine here at Late Night Love.
I'm just saying, we've got carpet tonight. So
We do.
we carpeted the...
We are sponsored by the carpet people.
by the carpet that was left over from when we put the carpet in the living room and the bedroom. I mean, finally, after 50 years. All right. You can find us at Late Night Love. You can send us your questions, comments, suggestions, etc. to love@latenightLove.us. You can do us a favor and hit the like, subscribe, share thing. And you can find us on, I believe it's KUCU now, and your other favorite podcast networks and whatnot, and all that good, fun stuff. Okay. So now that we have got all that out of the way, we are going to dive right into our life segment.
Okay.
I feel like I had something to chat about before we got into this, but I've forgotten what it is. I should write these things down.
You really should.
I've got a website. We put notes and everything. I don't know why I didn't do that. But there may have been a reason I changed my mind. So anyway, in our life segment tonight, we are looking at the everyday frictions that don't feel big enough to name, and suddenly they are. A partner's lingering cough that becomes a third roommate. A boss scheduling a teenager for shifts that make no sense. Snitchy coworkers, messy fiancés, sick days that aren't sick days, and the kind of workplace creepiness that makes you want to evaporate on the spot. And for our teens, the late night pings.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, well, you got some teenagers that are sleep stealing? The overwhelmed? No?
No, they thought it was a teenager, but it wasn't.
Aha.
AI did.
Okay. Are we sure?
Yeah.
You'll see that's why. It's in your notes.
It's not about losing sleep.
Well, yeah, actually it is. But anyway, we'll get to that as the night goes on. It wasn't as off as you think.
Okay.
All right, so what are we starting with tonight? And that one really should have gone at the end, by the way.
Oh,
because we may actually come back to it.
All right.
We're going to skip that one and go bring it to the end of the show. So gives y'all a reason to go to the very end. All right. What are we starting with tonight?
Okay, we're going to start with a life question. Date my partner's 18-month cough is affecting our relationship, but she refuses to discuss it because she's scared, hon.
Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't like what that means.
Denial
She's afraid to go to the doctor.
Denial is not just a place in Egypt.
Yeah.
And the thing is, here's the thing. Most likely, she's allergic to your cat or something, right? She's picked up an allergy, or your next door neighbor has a cat, or something goofy like that. You've changed the
environment.
Yeah, there's something that's different.
Something's going on.
Is the most likely cause, but of course we all think lingering cough and everybody jumps to lung cancer or throat cancer or something. When the reality is it's most likely an allergy of some form.
Yeah.
And so again, make it about you. You're concerned. And it's likely just an allergy.
Offer to go with her to the doctor.
Yeah.
Hold her hand through the whole thing.
And make sure she knows that you're, whatever it is, be it allergies or whatever, you're going to be there for her, that she's not alone, that you're not going to abandon her, because that's the real fear. People get sick and someone goes, I can't cope with this. And next thing you know, they're trying to cope with it alone.
Yeah.
And so they'd rather, denial is not just
Deny.
Denial is not just a river in Egypt. It is a human condition. And she doesn't have to discuss it, but you can.
But I can relate to this one. I really can.
So that's my suggestion, is to, bring it up to her, make it about you. And, mention that it's most likely an allergy of some form. So maybe something at work has changed, environment at work, or you guys got a new pet, or you changed food with your pet. The last pet food didn't cause an allergic reaction, but now it's got a different dander. And so now you do. There's all kinds of things that can cause a long-term cough. And, you don't have to start with lung or throat cancer. But you do have to start. So good luck. Okay.
All right. My boss keeps scheduling me, a high schooler, for 10 a.m. And then she has to, because she's in the school.
Uh-huh.
And then she scrambles to find somebody to cover her shift.
No, you just stop doing that. You know that you don't have to scramble when they screw up your shifts. She's trying to put off the scrambling to you, is what your boss is trying to do. And you now, right now, have to learn to stand up for yourself in these circumstances. And it's your boss's job, quite literally your boss's job.
Literally.
To not put you in shifts that you can't work. So I'm happy to just work as much as I can, but I am quite literally in school. You have to stop putting me this. It's not my job to fill shifts. And this may be the first lesson where it may be worth your while to go find a different job.
Yeah.
If there's other opportunities, especially those entry-level jobs, they can be easy to find. So maybe it's, depending upon the area, go find a different one.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing fast food. There's lots of people who want people who is willing to show up when they say they will. So
push ahead of 50% of the crowd.
I'm just saying. Yeah, your desire is for a good work ethic is.
And now she's worried about prom. Is she going to schedule me for prom? I've already asked off.
No, you don't ask off. You're informing that you're not available that day. You don't ask when you're telling people this far off, right? You're not asking your boss to give you that day off. You are telling them, I am not working that day. You can schedule me all you want. It's not happening. And the sooner you learn to do that for yourself, the better off you're going to be. Work is a two-way street.
It really is.
At this point, you have as much power. They need you as much, if not more, than you need them. Right? They need a body in that seat. They need someone flipping hamburgers. They need someone stocking shelves. And if they don't get it, all heck's going to break loose. So you have more power than you think. You just need to learn to exercise it. You'll be all right.
It'll be okay.
Because you're a valuable person. You've got a work ethic.
You really
you're willing to show up. So, yeah, someone else will hire me if they don't want to play ball.
Yeah, they really will.
The Domino's down the street will.
They will.
Yeah.
Happy to have you. What's the dumbest thing a coworker has snitched on you for? We were in the lunchroom, a coworker with me, and I had mentioned I brought coffee beans in, and I mentioned for everybody, to use, and I mentioned it's best if coffee beans are kept in the freezer, And the next thing, she just looks at me, and the next thing I know, my boss is coming in and telling me, it doesn't matter if coffee beans are put in the freezer or if they're not. And I'm like, I absolutely agree with you. It's a personal preference. And I just looked at her.
Snitches get ditches.
What the heck is that?
What? Snitches get ditches. That's what happens in warehouses and assembly lines. Snitch. you deal with it yourselves. You don't want OSHA or the safety man or any of these other people or the people from the office, the carpet walkers coming out there. No. You deal with it in yourselves. Just saying. Homie, don't play that. Come on now. That's just paperwork. We got work to do. Deal with it later. That's how we deal with things. So, not that I'm saying that's right. That's just how we've dealt with things. Yeah. That's it.
It's like the military. What's up with you guys?
Hey, man. You'll die for those guys. But, then, you know.
But it ain't gonna take no shit.
Yeah. There's a reason. It works. Gotta trust us. All right. What's next?
My fiance repeatedly does not clean the house. When it's his turn.
Well, because this is the problem, is you've actually made an agreement, then he's got to either renegotiate the agreement or you've got to comply to your agreement. So I'm assuming they've had some agreement that it's his turn. So, right, since it's his turn.
Yeah.
Now, here's the question. Does he not do it or does he not do it the way she likes it?
He just doesn't do it. He just sits. Oh, I forgot.
See, because here's the problem. Sometimes we do just kind of forget and we'll rush and do it at the end of the day because we were stupid and forgot until you remind us and then we get annoyed.
I know.
So that's the problem. And the problem is we do legitimately forget.
Well, she doesn't want to turn into a nag.
This is the problem, right? You don't want to become a nag, but he made an agreement. So it may be one of those things to renegotiate the agreement.
Here's an idea. Get a housekeeper. Cleaner, excuse me. Get a house cleaner. Come in every other week. Lower the standards. It doesn't matter if it's a little dusty. Okay, I'm not talking about doing a daily pickup. You do a daily pickup. I'm talking about the mopping the floors, vacuuming, dusting, changing the sheets.
Well, I want to give this guy a pass because we don't actually know what cleaning the house entails. It's just being essentially lazy because he's never had to do it before and he could very well not know how. How old are they? 32, 20? No, he knows how. How old is he? Is he 21? No, he's 28. He knows how.
He knows how.
That's not an excuse. He may not be good at it, but they got the theories at that stage. You may not be efficient and all that, but you know how to put stuff away. But I just gotta wonder if I don't know. I don't want to give him a pass. But at the same time, you're right. She doesn't want to become a nag. Especially if everything else in there is a relationship. So it may be time to renegotiate the duties.
And don't do the girl thing and just, I'll do it myself.
No. Maybe, but you may have to, okay, look, there's something he is willing to do all the time. And so he just does that. Maybe he's better off at doing 2 or 3 things all the time. Look, your job is to clean the bathroom, wash the dishes, and take out trash. And she does the dusting. And not because it's woman's work. It's because what he's competent at doing. He's comfortable doing those things. He knows how to do it. So he doesn't feel the need. And then you have to let go of it. Let him do it.
Yeah.
So maybe that's when I mean renegotiate. You figure out what he's willing to do and what he can do as his duties. That's his responsibility. He's not sharing it with you. That's his responsibility. You've got yours. Make it equal, or as equal as those kind of things can be in terms of time, effort, commitment, however you guys want to balance those things. Sometimes you get a little more credit for cleaning bathrooms than you do for picking up the living room, right? Because it's just even if it takes a little longer to clean the living room, right? Simply because the bathroom's gross and the living room isn't, right?
Yeah,
you get a little more credit for the bathrooms kind of thing. So pick something, divide it up. Maybe he does laundry and you do dishes. It's not relevant what the division is. Just make sure that he's in charge of something specific.
Yeah.
And make sure those divisions are equal. Everybody feels, and stick with that. Because part of the thing is it's difficult for men to share responsibilities because then you're always afraid you're going to do it wrong. And for whatever reason, we could tell the rest of the world to go stick it up the ear. We're going to do it our way, and we can't do it to our wives. Right? We've all seen it. Guys will go against the whole world, be against them. They don't care. Damn the torpedoes, full steam ahead. Yeah, go home to their wives and nothing. They got nothing. They're afraid of folding the towels wrong, so they won't fold the towels because that in trouble is somehow less trouble than folding the towels wrong.
Than being morally objected to.
Yeah, somehow folding the towels wrong feels worse than not folding the towels at all. Don't make sense, but maybe women have some responsibility for that. Maybe arguing about, if the towel is folded properly is a bigger deal than arguing about the towels are folded at all.
Which is why I fold the towels in this house. Because clearly...
I never fold anything the same way twice.
Which is the issue. This is the issue.
I just fold it however I feel like in the moment.
No, there's a system.
Yeah, however I feel like folding it at the moment.
No.
Is it folded in wherever I want to put it?
Folding is not a willy-nilly job.
Well, see, we can tell you were in the military. There's a way to do everything. No, I have different needs for different circumstances.
No, I was raised by a mother who liked to look at a pile of or a stack of towels and they all be in the same direction.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I will not fold anything because I don't remember how I folded it the last time. So I just have no clue how the last time I folded anything was. I pay no attention to it.
Long way, half.
I just grab it and fold it. However it happens to end up in my hand and is most convenient to fold at that moment is how I get folded. I don't care. I don't even care to pay attention to how I fold it.
This is just pure anarchy.
Yeah. I am my own human being. I can fold my stuff how I feel like it or not.
Not in this house.
Which is why someone else decides to fold it and doesn't complain. Because,
No, I don't.
Because I'll fold my own stuff. I have no issues with it.
No, you can do your socks.
Yeah, I've noticed. Okay, what's next?
I knew you would eventually. Okay. My fiance repeatedly does not clean.
just did
Oh,
that.
wait. Taking sick time when you're not sick is okay.
Well, yeah.
It's called personal time off.
Yeah, that's generally what we call it these days. The thing is to make sure you have a few days in your pocket for when you're actually sick.
Yeah.
That's the only caveat to that. I have no problems taking it. Hey, man, sometimes a mental health day is a sick day. I don't have the mental bandwidth to deal with whatever mess is at work today, so I'm taking a mental health day so I can deal with it. It's a sick day. It just is.
Mental health qualifies as a sick day.
You need to use the air quotes. It's just you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, sick they think of as physically ill.
Yeah.
This is a mental tune-up.
Well, it's mental relaxation.
Yeah.
Sometimes sometimes you strain your knee or something and you need a couple days rest. Sometimes you can strain your brain or strain your emotions and you could use a couple days rest.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just saying. All right.
Okay, we're going to do the next one last.
Yeah.
Okay, excessive contact causing major loss of sleep. This poor guy. He works at night
Uh-huh.
by himself.
Yeah.
And everybody else, to support everybody else, get them all set up for the day. They come in, they work. When they have issues, he's sleeping.
Yeah.
They call him all the time.
Turn your ringer off.
Absolutely, dude. Turn that ringer off.
Yeah, they're grown people. They know how to deal with their problems.
Tell them to write it down. You'll deal with it when you get in.
Now, there are issues. There are times when, okay, you've got to call the person who actually knows how to do things, but it shouldn't be all the time. You've got to have people there who know what the heck they need to do. That's all I'm saying. They're leaning on you because they're lazy. And fair enough, you're good at your job, so right?
Mm-hmm.
So we get it, but sometimes life is tough. Yeah. So there. That's my suggestion for it. Yeah. I'm adjusting things while we're on the middle of things. Sorry. Well, I've got a new way of doing things, and it should be set it and forget it, but I didn't get everything quite right because it's new. And look, I still get into your shot, which is annoying. So, anyway, I'll just crop it out if it happens. All right. Where are we at? Oh, excessive contact. I'm sorry.
Major loss of sleep.
Okay, what does that mean again?
He works at night. Everybody's calling him
that's
during
right.
the day, and he's sleeping.
Yeah, that's the easiest one on the list. You just turn that stinging ringer off.
Absolutely. And I made the mistake of not doing that
See,
in a job, and it really cost me. I can relate to this guy.
I used to be legally required to be within 3 hours of contact by the FCC because of my job.
Oh, really?
Yep. So, because I was the one who could turn on and off transmitters. And so I had to be legally required to be within 3 hours. Mm-hmm. Now, it's not hard to be within 3 hours, right? Mm-hmm. And with cell phones, I could actually set it up so I could actually turn the transmitter off on my cell phone anywhere in the world, essentially. I had internet access. So it wasn't a huge deal, but I couldn't just turn my ringer off.
Yeah.
There was that. So I had to always answer strange phone calls. So boss called me, I had to answer it.
Yeah.
If I got a strange phone call from the federal government, I had to answer it. Yeah.
Great. I know how you like that.
Oh, yeah. It only happened once.
Okay.
And it wasn't even a big deal. Life doesn't always fall apart in dramatic scenes. Sometimes it frays in tiny threads. And noticing those threads isn't weakness, it's wisdom. You're allowed to name what's draining you. You're allowed to want better. So, from me and Lubby, have a good night. And please remember to love everybody.
Good.